Then master asked to servant, why are you so panic? He said to master that I found Lin Hu body in the forest outside the fire sect, he has been dead for 3 days. Master became very happy anger and said, what, Lin Hu is dead? Then the brother of the Lin Hu asked to the servant, where is Lin Hu body right now? Servant pointed toward a room and replied to master that Lin Hu is in the medical room. Master said, who is so cruel that they dare to kill my son? Then Lin Qinfeng asked to the servant that, have you found out who killed Lin Hu? Servant kneeled down in the front of the master and said to him that, according to the guard that survived, it was Qin Nan from the Qin family that killed Lin Hu. Master came in anger and asked to the servant, what are you talking? Then master asked to Lin Qinfeng, did not you destroy Qin Nan cultivation? How could he be able to kill your brother? Lin Qinfeng said, this is impossible. I have destroyed his cultivation with my own hands. It should be impossible for him to find a Dan that can cure his cultivation in the Sword City. It is impossible for Qin Nan to restore his cultivation, unless was helped by stronger master. Then another servant arrived there and said to the master, something bad happened. Then servant said to the master, young master Lin Tian had his 4 limbs crippled by Chong Wan and Qin Nan. I am afraid he would not be able to perform alchemy anymore. Master said, damn it, it seems that Qin Nan restored his cultivation with Chong Wan help. Then master ordered that gather all our martial artists guard. I am going to destroy the whole Qin family to avenge my Lin Hu. Servant said, yes, master. Then Lin Qinfeng said to his father that I have an idea, father. We do not have to lift a finger to get Qin Nan and Koing Wan died. Apparently the Youth Alliance has hired many assistants to use their hand to kill Qin Nan and Chong Wan. Even if Qin Nan has restored his cultivation, he could at most at the level 4 of body refining. We can send out assassin at 5 HT level of body training. Master said, okay, we will do it your way. Then he began thinking that with my son wedding is approaching, we did better not start any problem, so as not to damage my and Lin family reputation. He said to son Lin Qinfeng, aside from that, you should go, but a good wound Dan form Youth Alliance. Qinfeng replied to him that all right, I will go. Now, master said, my goal is not only to kill Qin Nan, not also destroy Koing Wan's Sword Business Alliance. I will be the Lord of Sword City. Then master said to Lin Hu, you can rest in this medical room for a few days. I will kill that trash Qin Nan and bury him with you. While on other hand Qin Nan was practicing with his sword and was saying that as quiet as sleeping tiger, as fast as a running wolf. He was thinking that after the few hours of training, I have finally broke through to 6th level of the body refining and mastered the first move of Asura sword technique. But why I cannot progress to cultivate the second move of Asura technique when I already at 6th level of the body training? Then the same old man Qin Zheng arrived there that previously gave him a sword. Old man began laughing and said to Qin Nan, the Asura sword technique belongs to Asura bloodline, of course it is not easy to cultivate. Then old man disappeared from there. Qin Nan was saying that I thought the ancestor had disappeared from the world before, but I did not accept that the ancestor would show up again. Then Qin Zheng arrived there again, and said to Qin Nan that I am the Asura, the sword god 10,000 years ago. How could I disappear so easily? But it is necessary to cultivate this sword technique that burns the sky. Kid, do you know why you cannot make the second move of Asura sword technique? Then Qin Nan sat in the front of Qin Zheng and said to him that, I do not know, please help me solve my doubt, ancestor. Qin Zheng replied to him that you are a very sensible kid, get up, I will help you out. The Asura sword technique is just like the blood of Asura. The path is fierce. To cultivate the second form of the Asura sword technique, it requires a large amount of blood power as the basis, and the power of this blood is in the blood of the living beings. Then Qin Nan asked to him that, you want me to kill people? Then Qin Zheng replied to him that you do not have to kill people, you just need to hunt and kill some beasts. What is wrong? You want to kill someone? Then Qin Nan replied to him that yes, someone should be killed. Then old man said to him that good, you are indeed a descendant of my Qin family. Well, go now and hunt some beasts. I am tired. I am going back to cultivate for a few days. Besides, you seem to have an enemy in the back mountain. Then old man disappeared from there. Qin Nan was saying to him that you mean. Then at the same time an assassin From the back of Chin Nan wanted to attack on him. Chin Nan turned around said what assassin? He tackled. The attack of him very fast. Assassin said to him that what a fast woodwork technique. It can surpass my sword. Then Chin Nan asked to him that who are you? Then assassin replied to him that I am Jing Yidao. Kid, your cultivation is low, but your footwork technique is barely acceptable. Unfortunately you are destined to be killed by me today. Then Chin Nan replied to Yidao that just now, your sword technique seems to be strong, but in fact it is weak. If you want to kill me, I am afraid you need to practice it for a few years. Then Jing Yidao came in anger and said to Chin Nan, just a man with rough tongue, take another strike and it will cut your head off. He moved forward to attack on Chin Nan, but he dodged his attack and said to him that, it is barely strong, but it is too slow. Chin Nan began thinking that it is worth of being called the footwork technique in God class. I just started practicing it a while ago. Jing Yidao said to Chin Nan, that kid just fight with me. Why do you keep running away? Then Chin Nan turned around and said to him, as your wish. While on other hand in the Youth Alliance Pavilion, Lin Chinfeng was playing chess with Lu Tai. He said to Lu that the assassin you sent is the strong. Then Lu Tai replied to him that he is very strong. He is a famous sword man around the sword city. He has a powerful technique, you will see blood when he slashes. He began laughing and said there is no need to worry, just play chess in peace. When this game is over, then the head of the Chin Nan will sent to the house. Lin Chinfeng said to him, good, I happen to be interested in Chin Nan head. I do not know how much it will be. While on other hand in the backyard of the Chin family the fight between Jing Yidao and Chin Nan was started. Jing Yidao saw the sword moving technique of Chin Nan and said what quick sword. Chin Nan asked to him that who sent you, say it, and I will kill you without pain. Then Jing Yidao replied to him that, if I tell you, I do not deserve to be an assassin. Chin Nan said as you wish. Chin Nan was thinking that, I remember that in the bloodline of the Asura there is also a soul technique which is used to torture the mind of enemy. Dharma requires the spirit to be concentrated at one point, the spirit of imitating the demons and gods and enemy will be trapped in endless torture. Then Chin Nan used the same soul technique and captured the body of Zhang Yidao very tightly. Yidao began crying and saying please help me. Then he said to Chin Nan, that please let me go. Then he said to Chin Nan that I was ordered by Lu Tai, the patriarch of the Youth Alliance, to come and kill you. And Lu Tai was ordered by the Lin family. Chin Nan said, so it was him. Nevertheless you killed so many people, I would not let you go. Then he used his sword and killed him. Chin Nan said, Youth Alliance, Lin family, it is time to teach you a lesson. These two families are so vicious. If my cultivation had not recovered, I am afraid that today I would become a ghost under this sword. Then Chin Nan moved toward his house. He stood into the room and said there are only some lowest grade medicines in the Lin Hu bag, but it is enough to refine middle grade of wound Dan or even high grade Dan. If I put more effort. Youth Alliance, let's start with you first. Then Chin Nan said this tempered furnace does not only improve the alchemist fire control proficiency but also refine 10 or less Dans at the same time. Now let's try it. Then he began using that furnace and said according to the ancestor Dan methods engraved by the great Asura bloodline, it is difficult to make a perfect Dan with the other Dan or high class quality. If two perfect Dans are made at the same time, it is even more difficult. Making 3 or 4 Dan I7 more difficult. The ancestor Dan who created alchemy, every Dan at his peak was a perfect Dan. Then he put the ingredients into the furnace and said, I wonder how many wound Dan can be perfect when I refine. Then 3 hours later Chin Nan said it is done. Then he looked at the Dans and said, I thought that I could make at least 3 perfect low-level Dan with my current alchemy level. But now there are only 2, which is not satisfying. As expected, I still need to work hard and practiced. Then he put the Dans in the jar and said 2 are perfect, 3 are high class and 5 are middle class. After being certified as an alchemist, tomorrow, I will hand this over to Chong Wan for sale, so that we can fight against the Youth Alliance. While on other hand in the alchemy room of the Lin family, Lin Chinfeng was also making the Dan. He said I has been succeeded in making the Dan.